Imagine a life where your heating bill doesn't look like a phone number and the sun actually shows its face more than once a season. If you're tired of the struggle and want to see what your pension looks like when it's actually allowed to have a bit of fun, hit that like button and subscribe. We're about to go on a very expensive looking trip for a very bargain basement price. Number 1, Portugal, Lulé, the authenticity king. Lulé is the real deal. A hillside market town in the Algarve that predates the Romans and still carries the whispers of its Moorish past. It's got a 13th century castle and a domed neo-Arab market hall that looks like something plucked straight out of a storybook. This isn't just a holiday spot. It's a living, breathing piece of history where the cobblestones have seen more drama than an episode of EastEnders. Unlike the coastal resorts that turn into ghost towns in November, Lulé keeps its authentic Portuguese soul all year round, offering a pace of life that feels like a warm, slow-motion hug. You'll spend your Saturdays at the gypsy market and your evenings tucked into a tasca, sharing a bottle of local wine that costs less than a London bus fare. In 2026, the cost of living here remains a revelation, sitting comfortably 35% lower than the UK average. While a couple back home might be staring down a £300 monthly utility bill just to keep the damp at bay, your bills in Lulé will likely hover around €115. A high-quality 3-course meal for 2 in a mid-range restaurant will set you back about €45, which in London barely covers 2 pints and a bowl of lukewarm chips. You can expect over 300 days of sunshine a year, meaning your vitamin D levels will be higher than they've been since the 1970s. The town has a population of 70,000, but it retains a cozy village feel where the community is a savvy mix of locals and European retirees who realize that shivering shouldn't be a hobby. Nestled in the golden, sun-dappled hills of Gorjois, just 20 minutes from Faro, Monte de Palagueira is the gold standard for a British-style retirement in the sun. This isn't a soulless apartment block. It's a 22-acre traditional village development bounded by mellowed stone walls and terracotta roofs. The grounds are a masterpiece of landscaping, featuring an ornamental lake with a pagoda, 2 swimming pools, and even its own Anglican church for those Sunday mornings. For about €350,000, you're looking at a traditional villa that feels like a cottage in the Cotswolds, but with better weather. The real kicker is the on-site 20-room nursing home with 24-hour care, meaning you have total peace of mind as the years roll by. It's a community where the minibus takes you to the local Lulé market, and the summer is filled with concerts and barbecues by the pool. Number 2, Spain, Oliva, the Orange Blossom Coast. Valencia is the birthplace of paella, so the food is already a 10. But we're looking at Oliva, a gem just down the coast. It's a town of 2 halves, a beautiful medieval old town, with whitewashed houses draped in bougainvillea, and a stretch of blue flag beaches that aren't choked by high-rise hotels. It's sophisticated, it's leafy, and the history dates back to the Paleolithic era, though the locals are much better dressed now. You can spend your morning exploring the 16th century Palacio de los Centelles, and your afternoon watching the Mediterranean lap at the shore of the Playa de Paupi. It's the kind of place where the afternoon siesta isn't a suggestion. The financial freedom here is staggering, as you can realistically live a very comfortable, high-end life on just £1,200 a month per person. Spain's healthcare system is consistently ranked higher than the NHS, and as a resident, you'll find it's incredibly efficient and accessible. Private health insurance for a 65-year-old is remarkably affordable, usually costing between €80 and €110 a month, depending on your level of cover. The weather remains mild all year, where 15 degrees Celsius is considered a bitter day, and the summers are nothing short of glorious. With a population of around 25,000, Oliva is big enough to have several major supermarkets and a modern hospital, but small enough that the local baker will start bagging your bread before you even walk through the door. In the winding, whitewashed streets of Oliva's old town, you can find traditional townhouses that have been meticulously renovated for 2026 living. A typical €225,000 property here offers a perfect balance of Mediterranean soul and modern tech. Imagine 3 floors designed around a central interior courtyard, a private oasis with a stone fountain that keeps the whole house cool naturally. These homes feature open-plan kitchens, exposed timber beams, and solarium rooms drenched in light. The crown jewel, however, is the rooftop terrace. From up there, you'll have a 360-degree view that sweeps from the blue Mediterranean Sea and the local parish church to the rugged mountains embracing the town. It's move-in ready, private, and puts you right in the heart of authentic Spanish culture. Number 3. Greece, Chania, Crete. If you want to live inside a postcard, Chania is your spot. This Venetian harbour town on the island of Crete is a labyrinth of 14th century streets, Egyptian lighthouses, and Ottoman mansions. It's a place where history isn't in a museum. It's the wall you lean against while drinking your morning Greek coffee. The pace of life here is siga siga, slowly slowly, which is exactly what a retirement should be after 40 years of the rat race. You'll find yourself becoming a regular at the municipal market, a cross-shaped building from 1913 where the smell of mountain herbs and fresh-caught octopus fills the air. Greece has been named a top retirement destination for 2026, largely due to its golden visa and a very tempting 7% flat tax rate for foreign retirees. The cost of living is roughly 30% lower than in the UK, with a couple able to live a no-compromise lifestyle for about £1,400 a month. Renting a 3-bedroom home with sea views would run you about €900, while a modest 2-bedroom goes for as little as €600. The island boasts a population of about 600,000, ensuring you have top-tier medical facilities in the city while being minutes away from the rugged beauty of the White Mountains. The weather is spectacular, with mild winters that rarely see the mercury drop below 10 degrees Celsius, meaning you can leave the heavy winter coat in the loft forever. Just a short drive from the Venetian harbour of Chania, the region of Upper Coronas offers the kind of Mamma Mia lifestyle you've dreamed of. For €320,000, you can secure a detached 3-bedroom villa built in the traditional Cretan style with local white stone and blue shutters. These properties almost always come with a private swimming pool and expansive tiled verandas designed for long, wine-soaked lunches. Internally, you'll find high-vaulted ceilings and open fireplaces for the rare chilly evening. Most of these villas are positioned on ridges, giving you an uninterrupted view of Suda Bay on one side and the snow-capped White Mountains on the other. It's secluded enough for total peace, but close enough to the village Plaka for your morning paper and a shot of raki. Number 4. Cyprus, Paphos. Paphos is practically a British colony with better weather and significantly better food. It's the mythical birthplace of Aphrodite, filled with Roman mosaics so well preserved they'll make your head spin, and the ancient tombs of the kings carved directly into the rock. It offers a perfect blend of high-end harbour life and rugged mountain villages, where life hasn't changed in a century. It's one of the easiest transitions for Brits, because they drive on the left, use the same 3-pin plugs, and English is spoken so widely you'll forget you ever left the UK, until you look at the blue sky. Your pension goes significantly further here, because Cyprus offers a very generous tax regime, where foreign pension income over €3,420 is taxed at a flat rate of just 5%. Day-to-day costs like groceries and utilities are about 25% cheaper than in the UK, and a meal for 2 at a local Mies house will cost you about €40 for enough food to feed a small army. The Paphos district has a population of 90,000, and it's served by its own international airport, making it incredibly easy for the grandkids to fly out and stay in your spare room. The sun shines for 340 days a year, which is basically a scientific impossibility in Britain and means your heating bill will be almost non-existent. Paya is the hilltop darling of the Paphos district, and the current 2026 listings are all about effortless living. A modern off-plan bungalow here, retailing for around €240,000, is designed specifically for retirees who want everything on one level. We're talking 130 square meters of bright, open-plan living space with massive sliding glass doors that disappear into the walls. leading directly onto your private pool deck. These homes come with smart climate control, energy-efficient insulation, crucial for the Cyprus summer, and landscaped gardens filled with drought-resistant lavender and olive trees. If you go for a villa in the nearby Kamares village, you get the added bonus of the Kamares Club, which feels like an old-school British country club, but with a much better poolside bar. Number 5. Thailand. Chiang Mai, the Lanna Kingdom. If you really want to see your money do a backflip, we have to go east to Chiang Mai. Once the capital of the Lanna Kingdom, it remains the cultural heart of Thailand, surrounded by mist-covered mountains and ancient city walls. It's got over 300 Buddhist temples, each more ornate than the last, and a cool season that's basically a perfect British summer day without the threat of a thunderstorm. Imagine waking up to the sound of temple bells, strolling through night markets that smell like lemongrass and ginger, and enjoying a pace of life that actually lets you breathe. This is where the math gets truly silly, as a single person can live a high-quality life for about $740 a month. A one-bedroom luxury condo in the city centre costs roughly £450 a month to rent, and a massive world-class dinner for two will rarely exceed £18. Your UK state pension alone covers almost all your basic needs here, leaving your private pension and savings as pure fun money for travel and daily spa treatments. Healthcare is a massive draw, as Chiang Mai is a global hub for medical tourism where you receive 5-star hospital care, often with doctors trained in the West, for a fraction of private UK prices. For those who want a lock-up-and-leave lifestyle, D Condo Nim is the modern Lanna King. Located right next to the Central Festival Mall, these units start at an unbelievable £56,000, approximately 2.5 million Thai baht. The architecture blends traditional Northern Thai patterns with high-end contemporary finishes. As a resident, you get access to a 50-meter Olympic-sized swimming pool, a massive clubhouse with a co-working space and gym, and 24-hour security that includes digital door locks and floor-specific lift access. Inside, the apartments are masterpieces of efficiency. Built-in storage, separate kitchenettes, and floor-to-ceiling windows. It's like living in a luxury boutique hotel where the staff knows your name and the pool is never crowded. Number 6. Malaysia. Georgetown, Penang. If you want a retirement that feels like a constant culinary tour, head to Penang. Georgetown is a UNESCO World Heritage Site where British colonial architecture meets Chinese shophouses and colourful Indian temples. It's vibrant, it's historic, and the street food is arguably the best on the planet. You can eat world-class laksa for about £2. As a former British colony, the ties are strong, the legal system is familiar, and almost everyone speaks impeccable English. You can spend your days wandering the Klang jetties or taking the funicular up Penang Hill for a view that stretches across the Malacca Strait. The cost of living in Malaysia is about 45% lower than in the UK, ranking it as one of the most affordable, high-quality destinations in Asia. A couple can live a truly elite life, complete with a part-time cleaner and frequent luxury travel for about £1,500 a month. Rent for a 3-bedroom apartment in the city centre is about $593, which wouldn't get you a parking space in London. The private healthcare in Penang is world-renowned. People fly from all over the globe to use the hospitals here because they are ultra-modern and incredibly cheap. The weather is tropical and warm year-round, which does wonders for your joints and means you can throw your radiator key in the bin. This is retirement on steroids. Quayside is a massive 20-hectare waterfront development in Seri Tanjung Pinang. For around 1.2 million ringgit, £215,000, you get a 2-bedroom luxury condo with a balcony overlooking the Andaman Sea. But the real story is the communal facilities. 7 acres of private tropical gardens and a world-class water park exclusively for residents. We're talking a lazy river, waterfalls, slide pools, and a signature tension edge swimming pool. Inside the units, you'll find designer kitchens with teak finishes and marble bathrooms that would look at home in a Park Lane penthouse. It's a high-security, high-luxury environment where your biggest daily decision is which of the 3 resident gyms to use. Number 7. Malta, Melliha. Malta is a tiny rock in the middle of the Med with a massive history. It's been ruled by everyone from the Knights of St. John to the British Empire, and it feels like a giant open-air museum. Melliha, perched on a northern hilltop, overlooks the island's best sandy beaches and the sparkling blue water of Gadira Bay. It's a quiet, prestigious town where the pace is slow and the community is tight-knit and welcoming. Since English is an official language, you'll never struggle to read a menu, a utility bill, or a legal document, making it one of the most hassle-free moves you can make. The Malta Retirement Program allows you to pay a flat 15% tax on any income you bring into the country, which can save you a fortune over the long run. While property prices have risen, day-to-day life remains roughly 20% cheaper than in the UK. Malta's healthcare system is consistently ranked in the top 5 globally, and as a resident, you'll have access to some of the best doctors in Europe. With a population of just over 500,000 on the whole island, you're never more than 30 minutes from a world-class restaurant, a historic cathedral, or a ferry to the sister island of Gozo. Southridge is an exclusive, special designated area (SDA) development, meaning the buying process for Brits is remarkably simple. These are high-specification residences, starting around €450,000 for a massive 3-bedroom apartment. These homes are designed for entertaining, with open-plan layouts that flow onto huge private dining terraces. If you snag a penthouse, you get your own rooftop garden and private pool. The finishes are top-tier: smart home technology, underfloor heating, a rare luxury in Malta, and unobstructed south-facing views of the Mediterranean and the Maltese countryside. It's just 400 meters from the town center, giving you that perfect balance of quiet seclusion and easy access to the cafes of Melliha. Number 8. Vietnam, Da Nang, the beachfront future. Da Nang is the perfect bridge between history and the future. You've got the mystical marble mountains and the ancient town of Hoi An, a UNESCO World Heritage Site just 20 minutes away. The city itself is sparkling and modern, featuring Mai Kay Beach, which was recently voted one of the most beautiful on the planet. It's clean, it's safe, and the locals are famously welcoming to expats of a certain vintage. You'll spend your evenings watching the Dragon Bridge breathe fire and your mornings doing Tai Chi on the sand. The cost of living in Da Nang in 2026 is roughly 50% cheaper than even the most affordable parts of Spain. You can enjoy a world-class bowl of bun cha and a proper Vietnamese coffee for about £3, making eating out an everyday occurrence rather than a luxury treat. Rent for a decent 1-bedroom serviced apartment near the beach is as low as $290 a month, often including cleaning and Wi-Fi. Although the city has a population of 1.2 million, the wide boulevards and coastal layout make it feel incredibly spacious and breezy. The infrastructure is rapidly modernizing, with international hospitals and high-speed internet that puts most of the UK to shame. If you want to be at the absolute cutting edge, the Nobu residences are the IT property for 2026. This 43-story iconic tower sits right on the legendary Mai Kay beachfront. For about £140,000, you can own a branded 1-bedroom luxury residence. You're not just buying a flat, you're buying into the Nobu lifestyle. That means world-class dining in the building, a state-of-the-art wellness facility, and services like a 24-hour concierge and in-room dining from the Nobu restaurant. The interiors are Japandi style, a mix of Japanese minimalism and warm Vietnamese craftsmanship. It's sophisticated, sky-high living with the most spectacular sunrise views in Southeast Asia. Number 9. Panama, Phuket, the Highland Retreat. If the beach isn't your thing, and you prefer lush greenery, Phuket is the answer. Tucked away in the green highlands of Panama, this town is famous for 2 things: some of the world's best coffee and a massive community of happy retirees. It's known as the land of eternal rainbows because of its unique microclimate that keeps things fresh and green. The town is surrounded by cloud forests and volcanic peaks, offering a spring-like temperature around 22 degrees Celsius all year round. It's a place where the air is thin, the coffee is strong, and the stress levels are zero. Panama has the Pensionado Visa, widely considered the best retirement program in the world. Once you're in, you get mandatory discounts on everything. 25% off utility bills, 50% off cinema tickets, 25% off airline tickets, and 20% off medical consultations. The cost of living is about 35% lower than in the UK, but with the discounts, it feels even lower. Boquete has a population of about 25,000, with an incredibly active expat community that organizes everything from birdwatching tours to theatre productions. You can live a life of total luxury here, on a budget that would barely get you a flat in Slough. High in the Jaramillo Mountains, Lucero is the epitome of active luxury. For around $375,000, £295,000, you can find 3-bedroom homes sitting on nearly an acre of land. These properties are built to maximize the eternal spring climate with massive outdoor living spaces and high-vaulted ceilings. The community features a world-class 18-hole championship golf course, the highest in Central America, clay tennis courts, and a clubhouse with a stunning infinity pool and hot tub. The road to the community has recently been paved, making it a quick 15-minute drive into downtown Boquete. It's a healthy, active lifestyle where you can spot exotic birds and butterflies from your own back porch while sipping coffee grown right in the valley below. Number 10. Costa Rica. Atenas, the best climate. Atenas is a charming town in the Central Valley that officially claims to have the best climate in the world. It's a traditional Costa Rican farming town where life revolves around the central plaza and the weekly feria or farmers market. It's pura vida in its purest form, a philosophy of living simply and happily. You're only an hour from the Pacific beaches and 30 minutes from the capital, San Jose, but you feel worlds away in the rolling green hills. The town is famous for its history of ox cart drivers who used to stop here on their way to the coast, and that same hospitality remains today. Costa Rica is the Switzerland of Central America. It's stable, democratic, and hasn't had an army since 1948. The cost of living is roughly 25% lower than in the UK, but the quality of the fresh produce and the outdoor lifestyle is priceless. The town of Atenas has about 30,000 residents and is served by excellent healthcare, with the Caja public system being very affordable for residents. It's a place where your biggest daily concern is which type of exotic fruit to have for breakfast. The weather is a steady 24 to 27 degrees Celsius, meaning you can say goodbye to the radiator and the electric blanket forever. In the exclusive Las Rocas gated community, the 2026 listings are nothing short of breathtaking. For around $425,000, you can find a modern single-level luxury estate set on a generous plot of over an acre. These homes are designed with a chef's kitchen at the heart, featuring massive islands and direct access to a resort-style pool and outdoor kitchen. The architecture uses cross-ventilation designs to keep the house at a perfect 24 degrees Celsius without ever needing air conditioning. Many of these estates come as turnkey properties, complete with illuminated pickleball courts and productive orchards containing over 100 fruit trees. It's a secure, high-end paradise where you can live off the land while enjoying total security and 5-star amenities. The truth is, staying in the UK for retirement is a choice, not a sentence. If you're happy with the local pub and the grey skies, more power to you. But if you want your hard-earned pension to actually provide a life of leisure, the world is practically on sale right now. Whether it's a villa in the Algarve, a townhouse in Valencia, or a condo in Chiang Mai, your golden years don't have to be a struggle. They could be the best years of your life, and you'll have plenty of change left over to fly the grandkids out to visit. Just don't be surprised if they never want to leave.